Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And I'm a bit tired. You probably can hear it in my voice, but I am here and I'm excited to be with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday, almost fall Tuesday. On tonight's show, guys, we're going to talk about how to protect your business during the recession. So we're going to give you guys some background, like what is a recession, some strategies and what you guys can do for the recession and everything else. So guys, if you are a business owner and you want to stay afloat, you want to dominate, you want to come out of this on top or at least still having your business, then you want to tune into tonight's show. If you know of a business owner, your colleague, your husband, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, I ask you guys to graciously share the live stream that you're watching me with them. Also, if you want to figure out what guests we having, what topics we're having, please go to bit.ly /Folasade Radio so you can subscribe and get notified about upcoming shows, our guests, send me your questions, all of those things. Okay. Also, if you are watching us on any social media platforms and you're unable to see my screen throughout tonight's show, you have two options. You can head over to Rip Radio to their YouTube, watch it, or head over to, well, you have three options. Head over to ripradionetwork.com and watch it there, or you can wait until we post it on our YouTube channel after tonight's show. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to take about a 2-minute break. Okay. To give you guys some time to grab your notepad, something to drink, and for you to share the video and get yourself comfortable for tonight's show. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick little break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I together, y'all, for me to be hoarse and a little tired coming in, right? Okay. On tonight's show, guys, we're going to talk about recessions and you'll be what you guys need to do. All right. So let me go ahead and dive right on in. I'm not happy, y'all. I'm not happy. I'm not happy because once again, the government with their propaganda, their ambiguity, everything surrounding a recession. I know when I took microeconomics and economics, we learned what a recession is. So, guys, once again, if you want to see my screen, head over to YouTube or Rip Radio Facebook page, guys, so you guys can see my screen. So, what we're going to first establish on tonight's show, before we even deep dive into anything else, y'all, what exactly is a recession? Because, see, when we don't know things, we are easily deceived and also slightly naive because we're lacking the experience, knowledge to really know what is true and what's right? So first things first, let's establish so both of us can be on the same page what a recession is. So we're going to look at theeconomist.com. Okay, so it says, what is a recession? The definition is contested. This is perfect. The definition is contested and political. Yes, it is, y'all. Okay. Look, I didn't want all of this, economists. I just wanted your definition, but we just going to read a little bit of what they're saying. They say Wikipedia editors cannot agree on the definition of recession. Last month, the site barred new and unregistered users from editing its page on the subject after a fierce dispute over the claim that okay, so here we go. A recession, guys, is when you have two consecutive quarters, okay, of a falling gross domestic product. That's what really indicates if we are in a recession. And right now in the United States, we have actually had that happen. We've had two consecutive quarters. Gross domestic product has fallen. So technically, we're in a recession. But if it's up to the government and Wikipedia and Biden and everybody else, right? The word recession, the definition has changed. Look, they said about 180 times in a week. They funny. They say the page, which had previously been tweaked just 24 times in 2022, was edited 180 times in a week. Nor is the debate confined to interested amateurs. In America, the subject of political sparring. On August 12th, Britain's Office for National Statistics announced that the country's economy had shrunk in the second quarter of the year. Forecasters think further declines lie ahead. So what constitutes a recession? Okay, so automatically, before anybody change up your mind, two consecutive quarters of the gross domestic product failing. Okay, and that's exactly what has been happening right now. So what do the average person like you and me and all of our small business, what shall we do? What should we be concerned about? We're going to talk about all of that. So first things first, guys, grab your pen and grab your paper because I will start dropping some gems from this moment forward. So first things first, we actually have to hold ourselves, actually be honest right now. While everybody else is lying about what's happening, lying about the food crisis, lying about the recession, you, me, and all of us real business owners have to be honest with ourselves. And you also have to do a self-observation. Many of you are going into the stores just lackadaisical. Oh yeah, let me go buy something for my kids, not even realizing that stuff aren't being restocked. Some of you are just shopping, not realizing that cost is increasing. So the first thing I need all of us to do is have a self-evaluation / observation going on in the areas of our lifestyles. Is our gas increasing? Has our mortgage increased? Has our property increased? Has our growth increase? Has our this increase? Whatever expenses you have, this is the time right now to prepare your business and your personal life for the recession that we are presently in, that we do have to buckle up for right now. So we need to start evaluating. Are we spending more? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Me over here, we're spending more. I went to Whole Foods. My stuff was $156. A month ago, my stuff was $80. So I normally would spend $8. Now I'm spending $156. That means that my household budget has to increase based on the groceries expense. And also, what's the bad part about it is between me and you guys, your income also has to increase as well. And this is what the problem is. The incomes are not increasing, align with where the cost is increasing, and there's no end in sight. I don't even believe that the leadership that we have right now are even in a position to negotiate and really position us to get over this. We have the housing market crashing. We have high food costs, high gas costs, just high across the board. But what's not getting higher? Our income. So strategy number one, guys, all of us to figure out how to legally increase your income. You can save your ass all you want to. Your savings is going to be used to back you up. Your income is going to be used to maintain. You don't want your backup money to be used as your maintenance money. So we need to increase your income so you can have enough maintenance money coming in to maintain your lifestyles and your bills and your grocery expense and your kids' tuition. So number one, increase income. So if you are a business owner, okay, first things first, start calling everybody that owe you money. Go down your accounts receivable, boop, 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 pull out the list, have your assistant do it. Pull up everybody that owe you money. Get their ass on the phone. Yep, I see you got a balance here with us. Do you have an idea as to pay balance? Go ahead on and make them calls. Whoever owe y'all money, go ahead and start collecting. Y'all, if you owe me money, your phone call. Straight up, y'all. Straight up. First thing first, that's what we all need. If you're a business owner, first start calling. If you're an individual, I know today's topic was just for businesses, but I got to add something in for the individuals. If you're a 9 to 5 right now with what you also need to do is become valuable. See, when a recession, businesses are going to start laying off positions. You need to make sure if you're a W-2 employee, 9 to 5, don't become obsolete, that your position is sound. And that's because you are adding value. Adding value on your job. If you feel like you're irreplaceable, like Beyonce say, all of us should be irreplaceable, y'all. Make sure you're irreplaceable going forward from today, from tonight's show, guys. If you are 9 to 5, strategy, irreplaceable, value. So your position can still stand. If you are a business owner, start calling everybody you money. Actually, you don't even have to call. Call them and send your invoice reminder. Boop. Send your invoice reminder. All right, number 2. Okay. So if you are a business owner, the second thing that you guys need to do is evaluate your data. Okay. So I got with my team the past 2 weeks because of my data that I used to analyze our progress, right, was not properly tracked. Okay. So guess what? One of my team members got a little spice from me over the past 2 because I needed my statistics. I needed to see what is this department doing in our firm? What is this department doing in our firm? What is this department doing in our firm? So I now start to make the right decisions. I start evaluating everything, okay? The third thing, I'm sorry to say this, y'all. Y'all gonna hate. Don't give no raises right now. I'm sorry. For all y'all employees, I know you like, why, Folasade, why? I know I just said no money. Now I'm saying for the business owners, don't give a raise. I'm sorry. There's just too much uncertainty right now, guys, for a business owner to put additional financial strife on themselves. And if you really don't understand business, you would never understand what I mean. If I was to give you a rate of additional $500 a week, right? That's just in you. If you was to give you, let's use a little easy number. Let's say if all of us was to give our employees each $100 raise, right? Let's just use $100. I mean, every month you're adding additional $400 expense. That means every month you need to make an additional $400 to cover that additional expense. Okay. And right now, in the climate that we're in, I just don't think that it's right unless you're just booming, 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 and you rolling and you sitting on millions and you see somebody well worth it and all of that, then do it. Right. Or if you feel like your staff won't be able to maintain, do it, right? But if you are on the fence, slightly in the term, what we will call a going concern, meaning you're not sure if you're going to be in business in 4, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, or if you're trying to keep all your savings, and that's what I'm trying to do. So like right now, me and my firm, we're in our downtime of the year. Whereas though we still bring in new clients, but it's not our fast time where we're bringing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients, right? So every time around this time of the year, I always have to get extremely disciplined with my finances. I always have to be a little tight because in addition to that, I have to now pay for our vacation for my team, right? So you guys have to put all of those things in perspective. If you can afford to give raises, do it. If you can't, your team will understand. If they understand the culture and your goals for them, they'll get it. But I don't pressure on yourself, okay? Number 4 thing you guys should do, if you are a business owner, okay, start contacting your banks, seeing what financial instrument, meaning loans, line of credits, financial programs, what type of programs do they offer? What type of financing do they offer? Do they have a line of credit that is 0% interest for 12 months? Is it a line of credit for 6 months, 0% interest? So for all of you that don't know what that means if you spend that money, okay, and everything is paid back within that 12-month period, you won't incur interest on the money that you've used them. So basically, you can use their money for free within that 12-month time period. If you have a balance due, then you will accrue interest on that balance that's due. That is a very attractive offer right now, especially if we're in a recession, okay, and revenue is a little slow. You can still maybe use that to cover some of the small expenses that you have. So definitely contact your bank to see what funding opportunities that they have for you, so you can start basically building up your pipeline and just making sure you have that little cushion behind you to make sure that you are good. Okay. Okay, so we're going to shift just a smidget before we go to our break. We're going to talk about how will the current recession affect your business. So here's the thing, guys. We're not really sure, and I cannot predict that because it really depends on what you are capable and able to do in your business, what data you've been collecting, what strategy you implemented. Are you a hustler and you're going to keep pushing and keep creating? I really can't say. But one thing I can say from an economic standpoint, that the cost of everything is getting higher. All of my product-based clients are complaining because the cost to get product from China, the cost to get product from China is very expensive. But we also have to be mindful that we used to manufacture here. We used to manufacture here in the country, so we may need to shift where we're acquiring our goods from to be able to offer products. Could we start manufacturing that same product that we're getting from China here? Could we find a manufacturing plant that does it here? I know we don't have that many options, but we have to kind of be very resourceful at this moment, guys. We can't just get stuck with one thing. So if you know that cost is getting higher, then you may need to pivot into an area that is not costly or that doesn't require you to sell a product. Can you tell women how to style their products, their clothing? Can you tell them where to purchase their hair supplies? Like, what could we do to still make money during this time without having to offer a product, especially if you're getting it from overseas? But I really want to put you guys to the test. Put you guys to the test to see whether or not you will go out and start to find other capable vendors in the United States or manufacturers. That's what I test at all of you guys. Put you to the test. Let's find manufacturers and suppliers and stuff that are already in the United States. So the recession will impact you guys in terms of your production, your cost, and all of those things. So everything is going higher. The second thing, the recession is going to impact your clients and your customers' confidence. So they may be a bit afraid to buy. They might be afraid to invest. So that means your marketing really have to be spliff. Y'all don't know what I mean by spliff. Just imagine that old white man. I said old white man, old man that's looking bomb, like real with this tight suit on, looking real cute, real spliffy, right? Your marketing and stop the people in the track. So if you're dealing with marketing, this is your time to start to master your marketing. This is the time to really start to master sales. Because guess what? The business that can market the most, make the sales the most. The business that can sell the most, make the most money, period. So if you're out here struggling right now and competition is not that stiff and consumer confidence is not as low as it will be over the next couple of months, then you have an opportunity right now to increase your sales, perfect your sales and marketing, and really dominate. But if you're sitting back waiting for a handout, sweetie, what else should I say? Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. If you're waiting for a handout, y'all see what they talk about online already. They being boastful to y'all. And I'm gonna just throw this in. They hating on the queens. They hating on the black women. They like, oh, did y'all see that the women that's highly educated has the highest eviction rate? That's what they're talking about right now. And that's also what happens. A recession can lead to evictions. So if you have an enormous office, like I used to years ago, and nobody come in that office for 6 months throughout the year, and you really only using the office for content, you may have to like let go of that expense. Like right now, we got the little office in the office, right? We got the little office at the office, right? Let times ever get tough, I'm letting that office go. That'll be like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars that I will save every month. So we gotta have to now start looking at things that go if that opportunity or time may come. And remember, guys, just because you may not make sales, that doesn't mean you wasn't marketing. Remember, consumer confidence is going down. That's why the stock market is crashing, guys. That's why the S&P 500 is going down, guys, because consumer confidence predicts whether or not predicts the stock market. So consumer confidence can actually does and affect our gross domestic product. Our consumer confidence impact your sales. So if you don't do some better marketing, do some better and start selling, because a lot of y'all not even selling. A lot of y'all not even pushing y'all products. You're comfortable right now. This is not the time to get comfortable at all. This is the time for us to pull it all together. Everything that you've been learning these past couple of years in business, everything that you've done these past couple of years in business that worked, this is the time to pull it on out. Shotgun, shoot it all. Whatever target you hit, that's money. But we need to start it, putting our stuff back, putting our stuff out there. So right now, before we go to our next segment, the recession can impact you across the board. Can impact your cost to deliver your product, your cost to acquire your product. It can also impact the consumer confidence. If consumers aren't confident, they don't buy. And then last but not least, this recession will also impact the circulation of money. So if consumer confidence is lower, that means money is coming out of everybody's pocket. And so that means we start to hoarder money. The last thing that the government wants is for us to start hoarding money, because guess what happens? The economy would then crash because we're not buying at all. So the reality is, this government, this economy to sustain, all of us need budgets, because I still need y'all to spend if you can. The government still needs you to spend if you can. Your business still need people to buy from you. So everybody can't just be on a saving binge right now. Some people gonna have to buy. All of us still have to buy in some respects. But the only way you can confidently buy, if you do the last thing before we go on our break, is have a household budget. I know you guys hate it when I say do a budget. But if you have already had a budget all this time, you would have how, like me, I saw that my Whole Foods budget was increasing. And I saw it gradually, y'all. It didn't just get from 80 to 156, y'all. It was every week going up. I had to start looking like, am I buying extra stuff? No. What's going on then? So I went back and looked at the budget. Everything on my stuff went up. The only thing that did not go up was my gas bill, because I ain't been using gas because we've been in the summertime. So more than likely, I'm going to have to whip out the last year's gas bill to compare to this gas bill to see the increase in the gas bill. So having your budget together, guys, is very essential to you staying afloat and also possibly dominating and surviving this recession. If you don't know what's coming in, you don't know what you're falling short of every month. If you don't know what's going out, you don't know how much you have to make to sustain. So I'm going to leave you guys with this before we go into our next break. What if I say that all of you that don't have a budget, your business will be closed by December 31st? Would you all run in now and go do your budget? Let's say, for example, if I tell you you're going to lose your job by December 31st if you don't have a budget, you're going to go do your budget, right? So act like I'm saying that now, which I am saying that now. That if you guys keep playing and not having your budget in order, you are now setting yourself closer and closer to losing it all. Because you don't know what all you need to sustain. Guessing, oh yeah, my mortgage coming out on the 5th. It's on the 10th. Guessing, I got to move this over. Guessing. You're going to guess yourself to bankruptcy. You're going to guess yourself to delinquency. So what are we going to do, guys? If you had a budget, your business will survive after December 31st, 2022. You guys will run and do the budget. So let's put that frame of thought there. Your business won't survive if you don't do a budget. Okay? So guys, what we're going to do is 7:28. We're going to take our 5-minute quick little break. Just give you some time to digest what we talked about in the first segment and really ask yourself, are you doing the things that we talked about, which is marketing and selling, looking at your data to analyze things, sock away some money, be a little tight right now, if you can, right? Do all of that for me. Digest all of that. So when I come back in 5 minutes, you're going to have your mind up that you want your business to last past December 31st, 2022. And you want that job to be there with you beyond December 31st, 2022. Because you know what they say, what you don't appreciate can be taken away. Guys, we're going to take a quick little break and we'll be right back. So your refund can still be high. Or if it's not the case, your refund would definitely be lower. So that's really a few of the reasons why many of you are going to be shocked, thrown back, taken aback, beat up, disturbed, might be crying in your feelings because your tax refunds are much lower than what you anticipated. Your business is right on that piece of paper that I can maximize, but guess what? Many of you guys took shortcuts in your business. You've been taking shortcuts for years. So you're out of luck right now. You're looking at that pile of paper and you like, yo, you serious, Folasade? Yes, I'm serious. And I'm very serious because right now your bookkeeping is what's going to either catapult your business or be a detriment to your business. And your lack of it is definitely a detriment, especially in the situation that we're in right now, where we all need to be maximizing our deductions and paying as little bit of taxes as we legally could so we can sustain in our businesses and be able to afford our lifestyles. But if you are not doing your bookkeeping and if you're not keeping proper records, then I guarantee you are not paying the right amount of taxes that you're supposed to pay, or you're not getting the right amount of refund that you are supposed to be getting. So if you are a business owner, the way for you to protect your wealth, your income right now is by making sure you cross your T's and dot your I's and get your bookkeeping in order and stop playing games like you out here not trying to build a successful business. Let me be your accountability partner. Let me hold you to your future. Integrity matters. Honesty matters. Transparency matters. Okay? Accountability matters. Accounting matters. Okay? And being forthcoming matters. But most importantly, being you and staying true to yourself is what really matters. Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. And on tonight's show, we've been talking about recessions, your business, what you should do with this recession, how the politicians trying to change the definition of a recession. It's just too much, guys. And then we talked about a few things that you guys needed to do. We talked about you budgeting. We talked about you marketing and selling, okay? And then also possibly pivoting to a less costly product for you to stay afloat. And I also gave you guys a test. This asked you guys that if God was to say, all right, whoever have their budgets will keep their job and keep their businesses by December 31st, 2022, all of y'all will be running to go do your budget. So it's very important that you guys do your budget, especially during these recession times. Want to check out the episode, make sure you check out our episodes for our replays. We're all on all podcast stations after tonight's show, maybe like 24 to 40 hours after tonight's show. Okay, so now we are about to shift a little bit, just a smidgen, on the left hand side. Okay, so all right, guys, I'm not happy. Here I go again, starting it off with it, and my team gonna be so mad. And don't bash me. But the other day, I was talking to I don't know if I was talking to I forgot who I was talking to. And they were saying, oh, Black men don't want Black women. Black women don't want Black men. All this stuff, right? And it just dawned on me that everything that I'm doing to potentially help millions of Black families build generational wealth will probably go without it happening if we don't have Black families. So it hit me the other day. Oh my gosh, the lack of Black families is going to stop me from helping me achieve my goals in the Black community by helping you guys build generational wealth. And we cannot build generations without family. So I want to challenge all of you guys because there's a bunch of nonsense going out from the men and from the women. And I know y'all Black women might want to cancel me or whatever the case may be. I really don't even care. Y'all Black men might be mad at me, want to potentially cancel me. I really don't care. I think I have the and boldness enough to come and talk to everybody. And I told my team I wasn't going to talk about it because I wasn't ready for it. But we have to have this discussion because now y'all dampering into my goal for the community. Right now, guys, I'm seeing a lot of nonsense online. I'm seeing a lot of insecure ass females posting y'all bodies, doing all of this. OnlyFans. I'm not against it. We got to do what we got to do or whatever, right? But it's a way you go about all of this. It's too much going on, y'all. We are devaluing ourselves. I remember when I was growing up, okay? I am 37. When I was 16, men, 16 up until 26, I would say, right? Men will take care of their women. They will treat you out. They will take you out. They will buy you an outfit before they go out. They will get your hair done before y'all go out. What happened, ladies? I've been off the market since I was 25. What happened? And now online, everybody talk about men don't do this. The men saying don't spend more than $40 and all of this. Where the fuck is all this coming from? What happened? Y'all saying y'all don't want a guy that don't make six figures. What's going on? Everybody want a man just to travel. Like y'all want centerpieces. That's what I'm noticing. Y'all want centerpieces. Y'all don't want husbands and wives. Y'all want centerpieces. Y'all want people that look beautiful on the outside, rotten on the motherfucking inside, because that's what y'all leading to. You know what the funny part about it is, a lot of y'all asses was ugly in high school. I'm sorry to say this. I might hurt a lot of y'all feelings, and I don't know how to say certain little stuff real sweet and all that nice. I don't. A lot of y'all asses was ugly. Now you got a little bit of money, you think you the shit. You done got your BBL, you think you the shit. Whoever this applies to, that's you right now. Get off your high horses. You know you still insecure inside. Work on yourself. It's not about the money. It's not about the body. It's not about none of the stuff that y'all talking about. You know what it's really about? When you come home and you got a family, you got kids, and you got your family, and you sitting with your family that you eating dinner with, and you have somebody to go to sleep with, somebody to challenge the day, the norm with, somebody to build with, somebody to do this. Do you need all of what y'all need to really build with somebody? Do y'all really need? And then we females are, oh, I ain't insecure because I got a BBL. I'm a female. Y'all lie like shit. Y'all lie like shit. Because as a skinny female, all y'all thick hoes, excuse my language, we on Rip Radio, y'all. This me, real raw on Rip Radio. Right, bringing it. All y'all big hoes talk about the skinny ones, the skinny, slim, thick ones, talk about the big ones. Why everybody can't just be happy with who you are and what you got? Why everybody got to judge everybody and do all of that? Why y'all got to act like you're not insecure about your body when you're going to get everything done? And you say, oh, don't judge black women. We don't have to judge. Like, the reality is, guys, like, and all of this stuff, like, I don't use none of that. I don't use filter. I don't use none of that stuff because I don't want to look myself in a mirror and not be happy with who I am. And a lot of you are allowing this internet to play with your mind. Now it's going to end up impacting your future because a lot of y'all females will end up single, never married. A lot of y'all men going to end up single and never married. And y'all think it's just the female. It's the niggas too. Y'all asses going to be single too. Because you out here thinking you doing something. Because you finally making 6 figures and you was ugly in high school. Now you thinking you doing something. You still insecure too. The problem we all having is none of y'all being real. And you dog people like me that's real. You dog all the people that's real online because we don't care about filters and fluff shit. Y'all out here living a false facade. When I was broke, period. When I'm skinny, period. When my little butt jiggle, period. And I'm happy I have. If I should be happy with what we have. Y'all making every industry and every culture rich because you're insecure with yourself. Now, I ain't saying nothing about the wigs because I love my wigs. And honestly, a wig don't say you insecure. We just like how we look. But when you start to go under the knife and not looking at yourself and you say, oh, and then the internet is giving y'all the energy to say it's okay. It's not really okay. What are you trying to cover up? What are you trying to put a Band-Aid on and do surgery to? Everybody is beautiful in their own way, y'all. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, y'all. Everybody. Even the most ugliest person in the world, they might have the most beautiful teeth. It is up to the person that you are supposed to be with to see your beauty, not fucking society. Why are you guys trying to make yourself beautiful for fucking society? Society don't matter. You don't have to go to sleep with them. When I get off the internet with y'all, I go home and I'm with my family. Nothing that y'all say to me online can hurt me. So why are y'all allowing the internet to make you change and deform your body? And y'all asses still be insecure with that shit. And then y'all men, you think that just because you got a 6-pack and you finally got 6 figures, you doing something, you was insecure and you was a geek, bro. Just everybody need to humble themselves right now. All y'all asses are fake and fronting, and I'm fucking tired of the shit. What did I say? You fake. Who's that Spice? Hey, you fake. All y'all asses fake. You fake. I've been true to you, bitch. You fake. I know you wondering what y'all they trying to do. You fake. Let's go. But no, guys, I'm upset at y'all. You tell people she not beautiful. You then push the girl to go get surgery. But the girl mother was supposed to tell her she beautiful. So she won't have to go get surgery. You tell a man he ain't worthy enough. Then he go start robbing people so he could make 6 figures. Guys, we have a lot of issues. And we cannot solve them through BBLs and 6-packs. And titties. We can't. We can't. We got to stop being each other's enemy now, guys. Ain't nobody, and all y'all hoes that talk about, oh, I'm divesting. I'm going to white men. Let me be honest with you, from a female that can get any type of race out here, they really don't want us, y'all. Like it's fun. It's fun. It's few. I'm not gonna say they all don't want us. It's some few white men that want us. It is, but not as much as our black men. And it ain't enough of them for us. So can we start coming on back? Coming on back. Because all this fake shit, I'm about over it. Come on back. Do you know why back in the day, while right after slavery, they were able to build generational wealth and get the Black Wall Street and their own bank and all of that stuff? Because they had family units. And being a hyper female, successful female, multiple six-figure female, beautiful female, married, all y'all that's saying y'all don't want y'all nigga, y'all lying. Y'all lying. None of us was built to be alone, y'all. None of us was built to be alone. Yes, you can probably handle it. Yes, you can live with it. But is that ultimately what you want? Be alone? And then are you going to allow the fact that he don't make six figures, but he got everything? Let me school y'all hoes to something. You a busy ass female. You don't want busy ass man. Because when the hell y'all gonna meet? When are y'all gonna date? When are you gonna have time to do anything? That's why two doctors never really work. If y'all see doctors, either the wife need to slow down and bring it down or something. Somebody got to meet you somewhere. But everybody want big bag, zaddy shit. But y'all don't even know what that entails. Now, it's different if y'all built a business together, right? That's different because y'all built it together. But y'all trying to marry guys that's already set, thinking that he going to want a female that's already set, and you not going to have to compromise. Are y'all stupid right now? Everything in a relationship means compromise. Everything. And y'all dudes out here dating bodies with no substance. These girls can't do nothing for you guys. Don't motivate you. Don't bring peace. Don't do nothing. And you out here because you dating bodies. And y'all think we're going to be somewhere in 5 years, 10 years. Y'all are making me squirm every time I come on this internet. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. And I'm not your mother, and I care not to be. But the reality is, it's fucking disgusting. I can't even scroll my timeline without ass and titties and shit. That's you. And if anybody comment under my shit, oh, bitch, you don't got no body. I got body for days. Y'all just ain't see it because I'm not showing it. Never had a complaint. But I was never out there trying to put it out here for the world to see. And then you want to get married. And then you lie and say you don't need a man. Y'all, I'm just over all of the lies in this community we're in. It just seems like the Black community is just filled with lies and deceptiveness. I don't know what is going on with us as a whole, but all of this mess got to cut it. We were the most beautiful people on earth. And now you got to your looks to fit what? To get what? Niggas that don't even pay for your rent if you were to be evicted today? You getting your body done for men that only want to sleep with your body. He don't care about your mind. Turn that down. You're not sorry. You're doing it on purpose. And I'm live right now. Huh. You see? You guys are foolish. You have allowed this internet to come and mentally destroy this community. Oh, thank you, Dave. You have allowed this internet to come and destroy the black families. You have allowed the internet to give you guys big head, thinking you better than what you are. Yes, you all are beautiful, right? You men are all handsome in your own respect. But stop with humble yourselves, people. Humble yourselves. Now, I am very tired. And for all of y'all to say, oh, she might be jealous. Fuck, no. No, not Folasade. Y'all disgust me. That's what it is. It disgusts me. Because the black females that say they don't want a man, and then you go to the fucking bitch Twitter page, everybody being lonely. Ugly face. And then the dude, oh, if she don't got a fat butt, if she don't got this, she don't got this, but you can't even keep a conversation. That's why you focus on the body, because if you deal with an intellect, you can't even keep a good conversation. So I challenge all of you guys to start really looking y'all asses in the motherfucking mirror. Because I think that's what's happening. Your mirror is blurry. Or your mirror, oh, I forgot. Your mirror is Instagram. Shame on you. Because if you need validation from a fucking internet or from men and women that don't know you, shame on you. And all of you, both women and men, shame on you. Because what you don't understand is that the body gonna last for about another good year. I'm what, 37, right? So if you blessed like me, right, you're gonna be young, 60 something, you're gonna look good, right? Yes. Like, cause everybody that judge me, you small. Y'all not realize that small girls age very well. So while all y'all judging the small girl that don't got the big butt, the small girl that don't got this, or this, judging the other person that got the big butt or got this, just stop judging and just be happy with who the fuck you are. And for all y'all hoes that got surgery, would you really be as confident as you are without surgery? Like, I challenge everybody to really be y'all. I challenge you. Because we living in too much fakeness for me. This is why I don't even be online no more. This is why I haven't even posted in my stories no more. I'm not showing you guys nothing. For what? To what? To please who? To say I got what? Huh. But that's what y'all do. And that's what's messing our community up. Instead of focusing on the things that are internal that we need to change, we're focusing on the things that are external, that only last temporarily, and it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter how beautiful you are, how tall you are. It matters the amount of love and your heart. A lot of you guys are so caught up on the materialism. Your heart is black. You don't even know how to love, but you happy. You're not happy if you don't have love. And I'm not saying love from a husband, not love from, it could be love from your kids, whatever. If you lacking love, you're not that happy. And that's why a lot of y'all out here faking like shit on Instagram, because you lacking love and confidence and values and morals. And our community is dying from not having families and everything. So guys, it's 7:53. I got one more minute. So no, guys, tonight's show, I gotta go because RIP Radio is over and they have their next show coming up on 8 o'clock. Guys, if you enjoyed tonight's show, please tune in each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the replay, guys, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.